Zimbabwe lies between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers at the heart of southern Africa. It is well known for the Victoria Falls, an emblem of the continent. But the country is also one of Africa's most rewarding safari destinations. The often overlooked southeast of Zimbabwe offers the visitor access to unspoiled wilderness, abundant wildlife, fascinating ancient monuments, and spectacular recreational areas. The 5,000 square kilometer Gonarezhou National Park is one of the main attractions for visitors to the southeast. Formed in 1975, it is Zimbabwe's second largest game reserve. The Runde River flows into Gonarezhou National Park, where it widens at Chipinda Pools, providing a haven for hippo. It flows on through rocky gorges, becoming a wide, sandy, sprawling riverbed, flanked by the Chilojo Cliffs, before entering the low-lying area at its confluence with the Save River. Along its course, the river sustains not only aquatic life, but woodland and grasslands with countless animals and birds. The seasonal pans at Tembwahata and Machaniwa attract a wide variety of water birds. The Chilojo Cliffs are a magnificent landmark at the heart of Gonarezhou, which is, in turn, part of a grand vision to promote an important regional conservation objective through the Greater Limpopo Trans-Frontier Conservation Area. This game-rich wilderness is run by the Parks and Wildlife Management Authority with support from the Frankfurt Zoological Society. Gonarezhou is part of the Great Limpopo Trans-Frontier Park, a regional collaboration working to create a vast international conservation area together with South Africa and Mozambique. It will eventually incorporate the Kruger National Park, Gonarezhou, and the Limpopo National Park. A tented camp at Chipinda Pools overlooks the Runde River, providing visitors with a comfortable base from which to explore the park. There are 4 fully equipped self-catering units under canvas with solar-heated water and solar lighting. 9 shaded campsites with simple thatched shelters and shared ablution blocks are also situated along the riverbank. The sandbars and reed banks of Chipinda are home to crocodiles and hippo, and are frequented by large numbers of elephant and other wildlife. Elephants love to cool off in the river during the heat of the day. Further downstream, the Runde River flows through rocky terrain, forming large pools. The developed site at Shinguli provides thatched shelters and ablution blocks to cater for campers. The 5 campsites overlook rock pools popular with those who enjoy fishing. A rough bed of rock laid out across the river provides a causeway at fish hunts, enabling visitors to cross the river during dry months when the river is low. On the south bank, 3 exclusive campsites at Hlaro, Directors and Fish Hunts, situated under huge shady trees, look out over the riverbed towards Chilojo Cliffs. The only facilities are well-constructed long-drop pit latrines. The campsites enable the adventurous visitor to enjoy a rare first-hand wilderness experience. There are no shops, restaurants or fuel stations in the park. Two more campsites and picnic areas are found directly opposite the imposing 170-meter sandstone cliffs, which rise from the south bank of the Runde River and stretch for almost 30 kilometers. A further 8 remote camping sites are spread out along the river, each providing a base from which to explore one of Southern Africa's best and wildest game reserves. Game viewing is best along riverine areas and near pans and springs. Walking safaris operating from exclusive mobile tented camps can be arranged with Gonarezhou bush camps. These hiking trails are led by a professional guide providing a personalized safari. Mabalauta, the headquarters of the southern region of the park, is 105 kilometers from Masvingo. 8 thatched, fully equipped self-catering lodges at Shrimuwini have been built around baobab trees close to the Mwenezi River. Gonarezhou takes its name from a Shona word meaning place of elephants. Apart from its renowned big tuskers, the park is also home to 147 mammal species, including rare Sunni, Nyala, roan antelope, and endangered wild dog. Over 400 species of birds have been recorded. The stated purpose of the park is to protect and conserve the wilderness, biodiversity, and ecological processes within its boundary. The wild and scenic landscapes are to be preserved for present and future generations. As part of the Pan-African Peace Park, Gonarezhou will provide world-class ecotourism to the visitor and strive to establish historical animal migration routes and fragile regional ecosystems. The mega park will support the economic development of surrounding local communities. About 150 kilometers north of Gonarezhou, the eastern highlands rise towards the Mozambican border. The Chimanimani Mountains are a wilderness of rolling hills and valleys, with rocks, caves, crystal clear streams and waterfalls. Just outside the small mountain village of Chimanimani, you will find Eland Sanctuary. Here the Bridal Veil Falls cascade 50 meters down a sheer rock face into a crystal clear pool. A stream runs past a campsite at the bottom of a wooded valley where there are also picnic sites to cater for day visitors. There are marked hiking trails to the top of the waterfall and back towards the village. The Chimanimani National Park is a range of rugged peaks, mountain streams, sweeping valleys, and unspoiled vistas. To climb up to the mountain hut base to begin your exploration, you need to leave your car at the park office at Mutekeswane at the foot of the mountain. A short, steep 3-hour climb brings you to a plateau of green rolling hills with streams and caves. There are no roads, only footpaths. Forest lovers will take a delight in the virgin forests of the area. The thick, moist patches of evergreen forest that is found here is rare. Several species of butterfly, birds, plants, snakes, and shy cats are seen on occasion. Wildlife species found in this area include eland, sable, bushbuck, blue duiker, klipspringer, and an occasional leopard. Hiking trails wind around the hills and valleys. Giant strelitzias, tree ferns, and cycads fringe the banks of the Bundi River as it winds through the hills. Hikers can shelter in caves overnight or camp anywhere within the park. Development in the park has been limited in order to preserve the natural, pristine beauty and wild landscapes of this mountainous area. Kyle Recreational Park is on the northern shore of Lake Mutirikwe, 32 kilometers east of Masvingo on the Masvingo-Birchenhoff Bridge Road. There are several comfortable, fully equipped 1, 2, and 3-bedroomed self-cater lodges. The lodges are situated in a shady grove of sprawling musasa trees on a hilltop overlooking the lake. Waterbuck Lodge can be used as a conference facility for up to 20 people. The park also provides camping and caravanning sites close to the dam with thatched shelters and good ablution facilities. The lake is a popular venue for water sports and fishing. Anglers come to catch largemouth bass. Kyle has good populations of plains game and is one of the few parks where you can still see white rhino. Not far from Lake Mutirikwe is Zimbabwe's most important national monument, the ruins at Great Zimbabwe. This symbol and namesake of modern Zimbabwe lies 27 kilometers southeast of Masvingo. The ancient city was built between 1200 and 1500 AD by the ancestors of the Shona people and thought to be a royal palace. It was occupied for about 300 years and was also a trade center dependent for its wealth on cattle and gold. The hill complex was the spiritual and religious center of Great Zimbabwe. About 50 households of the most important families were housed within the stone wall enclosures. The Great Enclosure Perimeter Wall is 250 meters in circumference and 11 meters high, using nearly 1 million granite blocks in its construction. No mortar was used. It is thought to have housed the king, his mother and senior wives. The word Zimbabwe is derived from Shona words meaning houses of stone. It is sub-Saharan Africa's greatest stone monument and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. About 250 kilometers from Great Zimbabwe is the Malilangwe Wildlife Reserve, neighboring Gonarezhou National Park. This reserve provides unparalleled access to a wide range of Africa's wildlife. All the big five can be seen at Malilangwe. This wildlife reserve has adopted a scientific approach to conservation. Thorough research guides their ability to sustain the diverse wildlife of the area. Reintroduction of hartebeest, sable and roan antelope, along with white and black rhino, are helping conserve these regionally vulnerable species. The objective is to support the natural functioning of the ecology and to sustain biodiversity within the reserve. The non-profit Malilangwe Trust was set up to develop a blueprint for creating harmony between conservation initiatives and community development in villages that neighbor wildlife areas. Southeastern Zimbabwe has much to offer the visitor. Come and see for yourself.